The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I kōrero with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Red Bull?
No.
Ah!
Have you, has anyone ordered the thing? The good thing?
Yeah. Nando's coming by midday.
Okay.
Midday.
Yeah.
Middle of the day.
What?
Can you turn me down a
We get Nando's
smidge,
at 10 o'clock in
Jane?
the morning.
11:30. I won't be here.
Well,
Smidge?
come back.
Wow, there's some
I'm
anger.
really cross about this.
Come back, Fernando. I don't think.
Come back, Fernando is a good
picked
kind
up.
of charity style hashtag.
I don't think they can even make Nando's before noon.
This is the
they
podcast,
can.
Because we're recording?
No,
yeah. No,
Nando's
that's how it
before
starts.
noon.
That's how it
That's not
starts.
true. What time does Nando's open?
Noon.
Does it really?
Nando's.
Yeah. Nando's noon. That's what they say.
Nando's, St. Luke's,
Opening
hours.
This is not
The
good
race is
content.
on.
We're live. We're live on the internet.
Okay, they're open from 11 a.m.
What?
Okay, do you want me to reorder the Nando's? Because I can.
Bring
Yes,
it forward.
yes.
10:30.
Oh my God.
Just bring
Yes.
it. Bring it.
10:30?
Well, I no. 10:30 is when they open.
11. What?
They open at 10:30.
That's crazy.
We can't have lunch at 10.
No, I'm not
No,
suggesting
but it'll
that.
get here
I'm
by
saying,
11.
I'm not suggesting
11's
that. I'm saying we can bring it forward. It is open. You told me it was open at noon. You were lying out your ass.
I was
It's
out like
open at 10:30, so we can order any time from in 20 minutes.
that. Okay, so what time do you want it?
11.
11. 30.
11's
11:30.
That's
Around
an
there.
actual meal.
I didn't drive here. I have to. I'm being picked up, so I need to.
11.
Well, I need to send some emails.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You
We'll just
do
do it
that.
and Jane and I will chat.
Far out.
Do the podcast.
Okay.
This is the podcast, isn't it?
Furious at me.
Are we doing that whole bit?
Yeah, that's
Because did you
real.
like the bit,
the
Alex?
real
I was
pod.
pretending I was at a dinner party then.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
you
that was.
There was a lot of finger pointing.
I had a lot of
wasn't
finger pointing,
pretending.
and I
That
said,
was just
talking
Jane in
out
real
your
life.
ass.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Welcome along to The Real Pod. It's your friendly podcast.
So
here with your
friendly.
friendly podcast host. Hungry podcast
It's
host.
the raw and real part.
Look, what just happened there was that Alex had ordered Nando's for a time where I'm not going to be here, and I just felt that was not fair because I want the Nando's.
Jane is incensed. The Nando's is going to
This
be
is true. Alex is writing an email to get the Nando's brought forward a little bit sooner so I can partake.
11:30?
Thanks. That sounds great.
many fingers are you typing with,
11:30.
Alex?
Just the two.
Just the two.
That's all you need.
Anyway, this is your reality TV recap podcast. It's your favourite. Get on iTunes, subscribe, and make sure you like us and give us 5 stars and write a glowing review, and then do a dab. Our social media is facebook.com. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong doc.
What?
I'm looking at my Breeders' Digest doc.
It doesn't matter.
Whoa.
You still know what they're...
Okay, our Facebook is facebook.com/therealpod.
Pod?
And our
Hashtag.
hashtag is realpod. Oh, I can't do it without a
She's
thing.
actually
Whoa.
lost it.
I'm all out of
We're on
sorts.
Instagram
We're on Instagram.
at The Real Pod. Pod?
Is it the pod? Real pod?
I think
reckon
it's
it'll
2
come up.
pods.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
search
everything's
it.
2 pods.
Just search it and at your
It's
discretion.
the Real Pod
decide.
podcast. Pod. Anyway, and this lovely podcast is brought to you by Nando's.
Which we'll hopefully be eating at 11:30.
No later. Thanks very much.
I think that's a totally normal time to have Nando's.
That's a mad time.
good.
I haven't
That's
even
not
had breakfast
mad.
by then.
Exactly.
It's
So
perfect.
You can sort of
It's
fix
like-
it.
Oh,
It's a
they're
bit
on
of a
annual
brunch.
leave. Here we go.
No, but there must be
No.
okay. Look, okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, would you like to do a promotion for a video series that arrives just
I
as
would love
this is
to.
out?
She's very busy at the moment.
You ask that. On the Rag web series, the first episode is arriving today. We think 2:00.
2 o'clock.
Hang on.
But by the time this
by the
comes
time
out,
this
it's
comes
out.
out.
It is
It's-
live.
it's-
Rush, run, don't walk.
Yeah.
to the spin-off.
I've
with your
watched
fingers. Yeah?
Twice.
Twice?
It's so funny and good.
Can I watch it? Perhaps over some Nando's?
It feels
Maybe.
like this conversation has not been recorded before. Like I mean, obviously, but you just feel, it feels like you're being let in on a conversation that is normally done in secret and shouldn't be, and there's just a lot of cool, brave sharing.
That's lovely feedback. Madeline Chapman did say when she watched the episode, I told a particular story that made her gag physically.
I thought you were going to say cry.
No.
There is extreme sharing, but I think it's all in the process of us understanding one another better, and it's really, really like profoundly funny.
Does he mansplain?
That's very nice.
No,
It's like because I feel awkward doing it. So
Is that all right?
Yes, that's absolutely
on
okay.
the Rags man fan.
I just like teasing you, Dunk, that's all.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
tease
all
you.
right, I'm sweating now.
Where can everyone find that?
They can watch it on the spinoff.co.nz. It'll also be on Facebook.
Facebook.com/the Spinoff TV and the Spinoff's YouTube channel.
It'll be everywhere. Hopefully you won't be able to move for it. I'll share it in the corner. It's going to be all over the place.
Oh, yeah, The Real Pod Corner, facebook.com. We don't have a URL,
Jane.
so just the corner. I know, I've lost
Real
my
Pod
mind.
Corner.
Well, because Duncan's been in the document. And
I did a
we
thing.
have a section. We have a segment in the document that says coming up, which is where I have the tease of what we're going to talk about. And in the coming up section, he's
I
put.
don't want to write.
Dunk was at a conference and they said long form reality TV was dying. MAFS is now consistently monster shorty.
Don't read it. It's a cue. You know.
Okay. But why is it the coming
Why
up
is it coming
section?
up?
Because
So coming up, Dunk was at a
okay,
conference.
look, I put it in the wrong place.
You really did.
To be fair, you could say that every week. Coming up, Doug was at a conference. Also has a meeting in 10 minutes.
It's a cool job. I love it.
Do you want to tell us more about this?
I mean, I guess I started it now. It was basically someone brought back a report from this conference in Australia where someone from the BBC said, big international trend news, multi-night reality TV is over. No one likes it anymore, and it's just going to be finished. And it was just quite funny saying that sort of with a straight face to a room full of people, but which included Andrew Schusterman and like basically all of the heads of commissioning at 3, who currently host Married at First Sight, which is like the most popular show I feel like ever. Is that too strong a word? It just feels like so engulfing.
But also, they've just commissioned the
Love Island,
which is the longest of long form.
They're
reality
so
shows.
committed to this. I mean, they better hope that this report's wrong. And also, the report very much felt like wish fulfillment from people who just wish that we all watched like 2-hour-long kind
Yeah.
of Sunday theatre with a glass of red Montana wine.
Is short form reality TV like just one night a week? Is that all still?
Is that happening?
Well, I'm just saying that because I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with The Bachelor US while we've been in MAFS land. Probably
I've
not.
not.
No, just through
I was like, this is it. It's dead. It's dead in the water. But this
back?
last week, it has broken convention. There has been a Bachelor on the run. It's been, like with so much breaking of the fourth wall. It has been amazing. By the time you guys listen to this, the whole show will have ended. There's one more episode to go.
Is it worth
Joe was telling me he did an onion.
He did.
jumped-
Yes,
he
he
jumped the
did.
fence.
He did an onion. But
as it's now known internationally?
I'd love to see an onion side by side, frame by frame against Colton's jump, because he just like in a single bound did an 8-foot fence.
But did they explain? Because a true onion is he disappears and then he's just back and it's normal and it's fine.
This was so good. They were chasing him through the streets at night in like
horribly.
the rural Portugal countryside. It was incredible.
What's caused this?
They were down to the final 3, and he just tune out for like 1 minute if you haven't watched yet. It's down to the final 3, and one of the girls said she can't do it. She's got to go. She doesn't think while she loves him or whatever, she doesn't think she's ready for an engagement, and she wants him to have his dream engagement. And he's like, no, it was you. I love you. You're the one. I've been thinking about you while I'm with everyone else. And he tries to get her to stay, and she doesn't.
Who is it? Who's in the final three?
So it's Cassie. Tasha. I know. She did a Catherine Lowe. She just popped up in the middle of different Catherine Lowe. Catherine Lowe is Married to Sean Lowe.
Right.
But she just popped up mid-season. She wasn't a main character right from the beginning. Same with Cassie.
Right.
And the other two were Tasha. She's the bungee jump girl.
That's right.
And Hannah B, who got doe-eyed. She's an influencer, and she got his first impression rose. It's insane.
Is that one of the beauty queens?
No, but he said it's insane. He had to go on. So I love it so much. I am all in on Batch again. So I've been listening to recap podcasts. I've been just mainlining everything. Anyway, so don't give up on Batch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this was the pageant queen. This one.
No, not her.
No.
Sorry, different Hannah. Hannah B.
There's two Hannah B's.
Not Hannah B. Well, they call what?
No, you guys
Anyway,
are just looking at the internet together.
It's fine. We're doing
Sorry,
a podcast.
Guys. Okay, should we
Yeah.
should we get into it?
Brass tacks.
Where's my go button? Here we go. Welcome along. Well, here we go.
We don't talk about Nasser.
Oh my God. Let's have a Nasser break.
I am disgusted at how much you have copied my husband.
Just before we came here, Joel dropped me off, and we were about to leave the house. I'm looking around for my keys and stuff, and he goes, "I have given up my entire life for you." And he's like, "Do you know where that's from? Do you know where that's from?" I was like, "Yeah, I know where that's from."
Actually, shout out to Ben Blackwell. It's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Ben! Yesterday,
Ben. Love Ben.
Happy birthday for yesterday.
It'll be tonight. Hopefully.
He's a top 5 all-time New Zealand
this can't
reality
be up tonight.
contestant.
Yeah, after the episode.
Yeah, immediately. Agree?
Okay,
Agree.
cool. Production meeting over.
No, I mean
Now the
about
real
Jane. But Ben is cool. He's
Ben is so cool now.
I want him on the pod real bad.
He'll do it.
I know he'll do it.
He helped me. He helped me on my investigation
He
about
even
board
shared it
shorts.
in his story.
Great piece, by the way. On
I've
the
never
MAFS
been a
boardies.
part of someone's swipe up before. It was a glorious moment.
It was a really great piece. You got to read it. If you haven't read it,
Yeah, go
give
read
yourself an
it.
uppercut.
Go there, watch the On the Rag video.
There's a lot
read
to
the
do.
Promotion.
It'll
Or
Promotion.
just
be
click
fun.
Alex Casey and see all her content and just digest it all. There was a commitment ceremony, 410 ago. And Suzy is a nightmare. That's where we
Oh
discovered
my
that.
god.
Oh,
And John is not
Suzy's a
having it.
demon.
John's not having any misbehaviour from any of the ladies, but if you're a woman, if you're a man, that's fine.
Yeah, if you're a
Excuse
cheating
anything.
scumbag man,
That's okay.
you get nothing. You get nothing. You're doing my head in. I don't like this new John, but he was right.
She was doing my head in. She was so mean.
Poor Billy.
I mean, Billy is annoying, but she was
not annoying.
He is annoying.
he's a little bit weird as well.
He's a little bit weird. There's
That calendar.
There's definitely weird stuff going on. And yeah, anyway, we'll get to that. Mel and Dino didn't survive the secret recording scandal.
No.
Then he read the lovely weird poem.
The lovely weird.
And that made it all look like they're friends again
I
immediately
know.
after. And she was
Sometimes
so
it-
angry.
It's the power of poetry.
What was in that poem? I tried to write a bit of it.
Something like-
I just wrote, there's a bit like before he slams
Yeah,
you.
that was
Yeah.
kind of weirdly tense, but also sweet.
But it was just an in-joke, right?
Yeah.
It was
Just
just
an
talking like she
in-joke.
wanted to be slammed.
Yeah, she really wanted to be slammed.
Also, Mel revealed on her media whistle-stop tour of New Zealand, which did not
how was
involve
that? How was
spin-off
that?
Europa.
Did we even get asked?
No.
Oh,
Is there
anything.
anyone else who's dedicating
I
their
checked the spam
entire
folder.
Is there
programming?
anyone from MediaWorks listening who can explain why we were so thoroughly rejected? Maybe Mel just hates
Oh,
us.
there's at least one
Maybe Mel
person.
hates
There's
us.
at least one person from MediaWorks who's listening, and I'd love you to hear your
Please
thoughts.
just
You know who you
explain
are.
why we weren't even we're offered time with the talent.
She did reveal, though, that Dino wears a toupee. So there's the new hair scandal. There's so many hair scandals.
Oh, so many. That's the third
Crazy.
one.
I
Because
know.
it's horrible hair.
There was Liz's extensions,
Yep.
Mike's tattoo
tats.
double,
Baldy
and now
wanker.
this. And you could almost even include not really. I was going to say Mick's haircut and his moustache. I mean, you know.
What's crazy
Well, also
about that?
Nick
It's
with
like
his shaved weird chunk out the front, which actually weirdly works for him.
And then there was the waxing of all the hair.
all the hair.
Butt wax.
And then he grew the mo though to maybe compensate. But this is a good toupee.
Cycling. It is a good toupee.
What's weird is how it's wet look.
Yeah. Well, no, but they're really good these days. They really are.
Do you
Jane,
have something to tell us?
No. Hey, don't wig shame.
we're not wig shaming, we're just wig inquiring.
You're like, you know who you are. You're Mike. You've got all the answers, all the excuses.
No,
Oh my God, that's a fun game. Who are we all?
Maybe we should put up a poll. We'll put up a poll in the
yeah, let's see that.
in the corner
Oh
and
my
see what
God.
And
happens.
if you make me Mike,
in fact,
I'm
I might
out.
do it. I might do it live. I might do it now,
Yeah,
and so
okay.
that by the end of the podcast, we should have some
the result.
Have the
preliminary results.
You can't tell people that you think I'm Mike.
No, I won't at all. I'm not even going
It's
to.
like a free format field.
I'm not even
Yeah.
going to offer them options. I'm just going to go in the
Who do
comments.
you want to be?
I want to be Jules, but I think I am
you know
Mick.
what? People might make that. They might say Jules just purely on the colour of your hair. So what I might
take
say.
it.
What I might say in the corner is like personality.
Vibes.
Vibes
Yeah,
and
vibe,
personality.
vibe.
And we can cross genders, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay. Do you guys want to keep doing the
I'm
podcast while I do
terrified.
this?
I'm so excited.
What else happened?
Own me.
Nick and Sorrel. Nick said leave, but Sorrel said stay.
I love
man.
Cyrell so much. She's
She
soulful.
is honestly the only person in this who's reflected on her behaviour at any point, and done something.
When you say in
about
this, I mean, do you mean on Earth? Because that's kind of
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yeah, well,
No
to
one
that
has gone
level.
as deep as her.
She's so unguarded. Like, you just imagine the producers behind the camera being like, every time she talks, she ends up like crying and spilling her guts in like
Yeah.
a very genuine, which doesn't feel like for the cameras.
She's got no
way.
walls. There's no walls here.
Oh, there's negative walls. There's
Just like a
there's
welcome
moat,
sign.
a trough,
Well, hang on,
Office
those are
more
designed
walls
to
that
keep people
keep-
out as well.
many bridges over it.
Nice say.
That wasn't.
Okay, and then Jess was pulled up. Okay, this is another thing that really bugged me about this commitment ceremony last week. This week is that Jess was not pulled up as much as she should have been for her Nick and Dan. Remember last week's dinner party? She hit on Nick. He said no because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Then she hit on Dan, and she was pulled up about hitting on Dan, but nothing of the Nick
But
stuff was
see, I
mentioned.
wonder though, because Cyrell was in such a sort of hanging by a thread situation, and because Nick was such a gentleman about it, they said I wonder if that was a conscious decision to not destabilise a very fragile relationship where
I'm
that
sorry.
party-
I don't feel like that's what this show is
It's not the
about.
purview. Yeah, but it was. I
Yeah,
mean,
I thought
they
so
were-
as well. It seemed like an active omission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of it.
But why are they omitting things in this show?
Because
This is-
Cyrell
like
is
they
like
have.
Cyrell.
hanging by a thread.
I know, but they
She
have
gets
just.
physical.
yeah,
True, but
she would kill Jess.
she would. But also, what Nick like a good opportunity for her to see Nick's loyalty.
She'll see that in good time.
Yeah, she's probably punched a TV or two
Cyrell.
as she's been watching back. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
I love Cyrell's voice as well, by the way. It's the gravelly, croaky. So cool.
everyone just stays.
Apart from Mel and Dee, no.
R.I.P.
And Mick tried to get away. but
Mick
no.
tried to get away, but no.
No.
He may never get away.
Well, the good thing is that him not going away meant that we got to see where he lives, which is a little place I like to call Wolf Creek.
Literally gimpy.
I don't think we should start. I don't think we should start with let's not peak too soon. We won't start with Mick and Jess. We'll start with Tamara and Dan.
So we're just going to run through their whole week?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've
my
not even
gosh.
separated dinner party.
No, I
yet.
like it. I like it.
So Tamara and Dan. This is groom homestay week. So they're off to Dan's place. Go.
Where's Mum? Get out of it.
Yeah. But
She's
also,
like, there's no sexual chemistry. I was like, oh, why do you care?
yeah.
It's just weird. It felt a bit imposing.
And she sort of looks a little bit like an old Tamara and then doesn't, it's just the whole vibe is wrong.
I mean, I don't think she's like wrong, and
She's
I
not
don't
right
think
for
they
you.
have a future together. But it was just a bit
They have been having sex.
true.
So
Can't argue with
and
that.
then if it's been longer than 3 hours, Dan gets real angry, which is intense.
Which is really cool. Yeah, I didn't really write much more about Tamara and Dan.
Well, I mean, there was, can I just say, the condom wrapper? You didn't pick up on it, did you?
No.
Did you see the weird, when they woke up the next morning and they said that they'd had sex and yada yada. But the morning after shot, the opening shot was of a pizza box sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah, lovely
And then
shot.
they did a really weird zoom in, like a cut to a really tight shot. And I was like, that's a really strange shot. But it was because on the pizza box was a condom wrapper.
Oh, foul.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I mean, from far away, you might have thought, oh, tomato sauce. But then as you got closer, it's like
Secret.
weird
Tomato sauce.
organic berry sauce on your pizza. And then it's like Lifestyles organic berry.
Oh,
berry.
Barry.
Organic.
Is that what you're concerned
Are you
about at
sure
that
it's
point?
organic?
It's something Benny, berry. Look,
Great pickup.
That's chilling. That is,
I mean,
amazing.
it was served to me in a pizza box. It wasn't really a pickup. They zoomed in on it.
What kind of pizza was it?
Lots of really
Doesn't
good.
The pizza was gone, and
Seems
so
to know a lot about the condom, not a lot about the pizza.
look, I have to say, I actually spent quite a lot of time looking at the food on the tables this week as they all lunched with the parents and things. So
yeah.
I'll give you a rundown on the food. Don't worry, Alex.
Can't wait.
Dan's white shorts were too tight.
Everything Dan wears is too tight.
Yeah, I mean, he's Bronson 2.0.
I thought those suspenders were going to take someone's eye out.
The big Wreck-It Ralph man is like obviously on trend at the moment because Colton on The Bachelor is the same. He's a unit.
Too bad.
Just
Bronson.
before they go out for the dinner party, Dan does a wee little gaslight on Tamara and says, because she's talking about Jess, she's like, I hope she don't get her hooks into you again, sort of thing. He's like, oh, well, maybe she's just a friendly person. I don't want a cat fight over me. Like, just completely playing it down, completely playing down Tamara's concerns, which are, as we will learn, quite valid.
Yeah.
And that's just, the beginning of, like, unsettling her in her mind that maybe she's paranoid.
Yeah. Dan, bad.
Bad Dan. Dan, the bad man.
Bad. Also has a big tiger tattoo like Sam does.
I mean, so many tattoos. It's just ridiculous.
There's a lot.
Suzy and Billy. These are our other newcomers. By the way, I don't care about the newcomers at all, really. I just really don't. Like, they're definitely, none of them are going to work out. They're too late in the piece. They're doing homestays immediately after their honeymoons.
Yeah.
That said, the show will be very boring.
It's true.
newcomers.
Because
Yeah.
they have created all the excitement.
I'm obsessed with Susie's eyelashes.
What are they?
Is she putting fake eyelashes on every day, or is that
Probably.
just what
She might have
extensions look
extensions.
like now?
She might have
They're
had
so thick.
And she has the black eyes, so she basically looks like
She has a
got
what
kind of
now?
robot. Like her eyes are black,
right.
like the
Iris-
pupils
her
and
irises.
irises, the whole thing.
Like a shark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so the whole eye ensemble is fucking wild looking. And then when you combine that with her personality, you're just dealing with quite an irregular person.
Yeah. That's fine to say, I think. She's basically like slightly pared back Lizzie aesthetic, I think. If you took
Yeah.
Lizzie's hair extensions out and maybe like drew down the lips a bit, it's the same look.
She's 25, and I think that's quite young. Like, I think because
Yeah.
she's a mum, I kind of, in my mind, I picture a little bit older and perhaps more mature. But actually, she called her child baby. Is that weird? I don't know.
I love Baby, but then I have a cat called Cutie.
Legal?
It's just, because of like the
It
Sirs
feels
and the,
like,
and the rains and the.
like calling a baby human or something.
When she gets older, is that going to be?
I think Baby will be
She's
quite
going to have to
sweet.
live up to that name. Like,
Yeah.
You're going to be like, there's baby. And she'll have to be like this cool. Assuming it's a she.
There's going to be times where people think that that she's with someone that she's not, because she's going to be at a bar and her male friend is going to come up and say, "Hey, baby," and all the other guys are going to be like, "Oh, taken, not a shot."
Lots of cool songs with your name in it, though, probably more than any other name.
Yeah, your Spotify playlist.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get that a lot.
Yeah. Hit me,
Probably
baby.
already had it.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Exactly. Oh dear.
Anyway, so many conversations to be had just about that name alone. But anyway, Suzy, 25 years old, quite young, and she's just, there's still lots to learn in life.
Well,
But she doesn't want to learn anything.
what she doesn't want is you to not give her the information about the Splenda situation immediately and with total accuracy.
I missed it. The Splenda was it Splenda in the grass?
so bizarre.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, like
Sweetener.
the
Oh, Splenda
sweetener.
the sweetener.
Yeah.
Because they're in Byron Bay.
Yeah, true.
And so I was
wow,
thinking
look
Splenda
at your
in the
knowledge.
God.
Sorry.
Knowledge.
Wow. Good guide.
But can we, before we get to the sweetener, can we talk about John my photographer?
Oh,
This is John,
there?
my photographer. That's how
That's
he
what Billy
introduced
said.
him.
Yeah.
It's his roommate, right?
do they? Do you?
What? Would you ever even
Tina?
But
My
is that-
photographer.
Is that how you introduced Tina?
No.
I think that's how Max Key introduces his dad now. But
And that's how Cairo introduces Max.
exactly, it's like Russian dolls. Look,
I'd love John Key, Max Key, Cairo, Russian dolls. I think
Why?
he's got-
Oh my
It's
God.
got
That's to make
That would be
them.
amazing merch.
John, my photographer, takes photos of me naked. I mean, it's fine. It's 2019. Do whatever you like, but
Enjoy the flaccid penis.
You need to appreciate a flaccid penis.
Iconic line.
And I mean, I see where he's coming from. He's just stating facts. Like most of the time, when you see a penis, it's standing to attention. And so he's saying, look, here's an opportunity for you to see
natural.
my situation when it's not standing to attention. Thoughts, mark your birthday.
Am I going to Google? No.
No, are you going to Google what? Flaccid penis?
No, Billy.
Oh, so we could see
Billy calendar.
unblurred.
Probably need a bit more than that.
Nice.
Anyway. But it did suggest that it's something he
take your
does
safe search off.
regularly,
Oh yeah, he's got a whole. He does it. It's like he was
like a one-off
I feel like he was every
charity.
page in the calendar.
No, there were a couple where he wasn't, but
It might be
dominated the
It might be
calendar.
that thing, when they made I forgot her name, the one with Matt the Virgin,
Manscapes, yeah.
Loz. When they made Loz say, "I used to be a lesbian," maybe they said, "John, you have to introduce your roommate as my photographer." Oh, are they not going to show us?
No, it's been covered up.
Ah, crying out loud! Can we also talk about the stained couch situation at his house? Did you notice that?
yes.
Oh, Tina noticed it. I mean, I know it's,
Those kinds of
it's
couches
the nature.
wear like
it is,
crazy.
I know,
But
but
looks like-
it does look terrible. It looks like what I remember Rising Sun, the bar on K Road, used to look like when they turned the lights on.
Oh.
Very, very bad.
Oh my God. Okay, so I found the photographer's Facebook page. It is Billy Central. It is Billy cover photo. It is
Yeah,
Billy.
but that's because he's his biggest client at the moment. He's a star.
And Manscapes is
What's the like
whole
situation?
thing.
Manscapes is this
7K?
whole thing.
Oh, yeah?
Far out.
It's so intriguing.
Anyway, Billy and Suzy hit the beach in Byron, have such a great time on the waves. They have the sweetener, the sweetener conversation. She's all in. We've lost Alex
It's down a
Casey.
big hole.
Look at that tummy button. You can have a drink out of that. Very deep. A shot.
Body shot.
The sweetener thing.
The sweetener
oh my
thing,
God.
yeah.
And then the
And,
surfer-
okay, devil's advocate. In defense of Suzy, why was he being weird about the sweetener in the morning?
Okay, here was my take on it when I watched it at first. I was like, this isn't his house. He's done an Andrew Jury. He's moved in with his friend because he needs a house to live in
Yeah.
for the homestays.
I reckon you're right.
And
Yeah.
so he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure now. And then because he went into the
My
pantry
roommate.
and he had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
My roommate.
Oh, that's true. Because there's also there was a weird lounge and there were heaps of speakers and stuff, and I was like, this doesn't seem very Billy.
Doesn't vibe Billy. All the
vibe
classic
Billy.
soul
It
records.
doesn't
To be honest,
Vibe John either.
no.
Is John actually a roommate or was he just there purely for calendar purposes?
It's a very homoerotic calendar,
Yes.
and the record collection, like lots of gay icons.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if it's not Billy's. Yeah, I think they're not Billy's house.
It's a reasonable
thesis.
theory,
It's a very
right?
reasonable theory.
Okay. So the surfing wasn't a good time. I was joking before. It was a bad time.
Also, he lied about
He lied
when
about
he
that.
last went surfing.
I don't know why he just didn't say, because he said, oh, I know, I went surfing about 2 months ago. It's like she knew because she was really interested. When did you last go surfing? He's like, huh? And she's like, when did you last go surfing? He's like, 2 months ago. And it's like she knew there was a lie to catch him in.
She talked to him previously about when he'd last
I
gone
know,
surfing.
so why does she need to ask him again?
Because she felt like he was portraying himself as some sort of a surfer when he was not a surfer.
But he'd said...
his surfing
He
was a
actually,
test.
well, he actually said, "I'm a kite surfer by trade."
By trade?
Did he say that? Billy, what are you?
Like it's
Amazing.
near inevitable that you start saying you're ex by trade now as well.
Anyway, I'm no surfing expert, but he was a bit shit. They came to blows over the fact that he said to her on the beach, I surfed last about two months ago. And she said, the other day you said you surfed last 2 years ago. So which is it, Billy? And he should have just been
the
like,
worst of both of them.
he absolutely should have just said, I would have meant 2 months when he said it. I just would have said years by accident. Like,
Isn't that what he was saying? Wasn't he trying to explain?
Oh, no, I don't think
She
so.
was just like,
I think he kind of just was like, what does it matter? Who cares?
It was just such horrible, horrible TV. Like, I hated them both. And then he ran off and...
His butt crack was
Tried it.
hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
way
I
out.
know. It was very hard to feel sorry for
I
him.
know. It was this real dramatic moment. I was like, pull up your bloody boardies, mate.
And then they
He
go
head straight
sit-
to bed with those on.
Then they go sit on the bad couch and they argue some more about sweetener and surfing. And then he's like, please go. But they make up before the dinner party.
Oh, yeah, he made that weird pie.
I didn't
That
see
weird
the
pie
garden
looked
pie.
delicious.
It did look delicious, to be fair, but it was sort of like kale. It looked like it was just a lot of soggy leaf in a pie, all from the
I'm a
garden.
vegetarian. That's all
Yeah.
my
Also, when you're in Byron
Banana
Bay,
pie.
that's literally all you're allowed to eat is kale and crystals.
You know a lot about Byron Bay.
I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like
Humble
twice.
brag. Wow.
For Splenda in the grass.
Actually.
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
And then she pushed his car, and that was happy, and suddenly
yeah, everything was fine. Everything's
That wasn't
fine.
really like
They're
explained. But I
almost-
didn't mind. I don't like watching them on the TV.
They're
'cause they bum
almost
me out.
friends. And then at the dinner party, I think the only thing of note between them is that Suzy at one point says she's seen better the flaccid penis. Because
But then she'd also kind of talked it up a bit when she first saw it.
yeah, she did. I know she's lying. She's confused.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
hang
they
on.
could-
Hypocrite.
both things can be true.
Hypocrite. Well, maybe he could have gone surfing 2 years ago and 2 months ago. Maybe both those things are true. Maybe he did have sweetener and he didn't have sweetener. Both those things could be true.
It's an update from the Nando's. It's coming.
Yay!
Wow.
Is that what you're getting excited about, Tina? No. Oh, you're with me.
So she was agreeing
I
with
thought
you.
there was a group Nando's text going around that I wasn't privy to.
No way.
Oh, I'm focused. Got
I'm
no
definitely more
devices.
excited about Nando's than flaccid Billy penis.
Whoa. Suzy over
I
here.
know.
Let's move on to Mark and Ning.
Yeah.
What a love
Oh, my
story.
God. What an ex-murderer.
I'm at his house.
There's a house.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
Only playing away.
Oh, totally.
Two body pillows.
Forgot about all that. Can we talk about
Two
the body
body
pillows?
pillows is fine.
It's fine. I borrowed your wife's pregnancy
you've had
pillow
this
when I had a
conversation.
baby, and
They're so
and then I
good.
think I passed it on to it's doing the rounds of pregnant women. Like
Yeah.
it must be disgusting.
But if you're like a lone
Especially 'cause I
man
spent some
who has
time with
never
me.
known a pregnant person, is that still fine?
Vomiting.
What?
Sorry. Sorry. Say that again. If you're a lone man, I'm sorry.
If you're a
there's
lone
something else
wolf.
happening. Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
No,
it's not.
It's just
Is
comfy.
it not? No, it's something to cuddle.
No, but I walked into Mark's bedroom on the television. And it looks like there's two dead bodies in his bed.
Oh,
And it looks like a serial killer's den. And once you put all those things together, it's just not a good
Yeah, but then when
Okay.
you pull back the covers, don't judge a bed by its covers.
by its bodies.
Once you pull back the covers and discover actually those pillows are just there to help a quite a tall,
He's a large
large man
Yeah.
get a good night's sleep because he gets the back issues with
Yeah.
it. He's a side sleeper.
Yeah, you're Tina. You're
a
not
side
Mark.
sleeper.
I'm saying this is like, I have no problem with anyone using one. I'm just saying because it's Mark. And Mark's surrounding
That's mean.
with no cups.
He
Yeah,
has
but
got
that's not
cups.
that's not
two
his real
big
house either.
spoons.
You know, like none of them are in their real houses
I think
apart
that's
from
Mark's real house.
Nah,
It's his friends.
because this
It's
fridge
his
has
friends.
never had anything in it.
It's his friend's empty
He
apartment.
doesn't know if the cooktop works. It's just an empty apartment that they're staging in.
What is
But it's a
real
great little
then?
story. Also, as we know, he likes to play an away game, not a home game. So
That's foul.
he probably spends no time. He might have just said that, though, to explain the lack of any...
But he's thought about it and gone, this is a cool thing to say.
I reckon he was joking. I reckon he might have been pulling a joke, and then it's just come out terrible. She's like, why have you got no stuff? And why, what happens if you've got someone else come over to stay? And he's like, away game, not a home game, lol. I don't know.
It also freaked me out because there was like a whiteboard, little easel kids thing in the shot. Which made
we
me
talked
be
about that beginning of the season because he had a to-do list on there which was like buy food. Like someone is having a laugh in production. Like the intern's gone in.
I want to believe that it's real. I want it to be real.
None of it's real. We know this because Andrew Jury, he didn't even live with Neil. He just bunked in there.
Neil showed him.
He really did. He really, really did. The funniest part of that for me is that actually was like, that was the realest thing in the whole of MAFS NZ, was that whole poo scene was like a legit real scene.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Anyway, these two got a bit cute, despite the dead body pillows and all that kind of thing. They revisited their wedding venue, took some selfies. Ning apologised for being horrible on their wedding day. And then they recreated the kiss. And then in the dinner party, they were kind of like counselling other people. It was nice.
It's so unexpected. I very like it.
I actually, I'm finding it, like, really...
Are you falling in love with them?
Yes! I'm falling in love with them falling in love.
Are you prepared to consider the idea of one day potentially maybe
trying to fall
in love?
We'll give it a crack.
Shall we go right there now? Do you want to go there right now? Okay. Far out. Okay, Mike and Heidi are so painful.
They're so painful.
So they're on the GC, they do some emotional yoga, and he is well into that. Like the facials on him. That was not his first time at the emotional yoga studio, I'm telling you that much. They meet the parents, they have chopped up Cheerios. And when I say Cheerios, I mean Savaloys, little boys.
Really?
Why would you chop them up?
They're so little.
They were on, because they were on like a platter bite situation, and they were chopped up to, I guess, so you could just pick them up with a little toothpick or something. Very 70s chic.
Yeah, it is.
There was a huge fruit bowl. There were cassava chips, cheese and crackers, and some pink sauerkraut.
Cheesy what?
Cheese and crackers.
Pink sauerkraut, trendy.
Yeah. But I would suggest they didn't make it themselves. I think out of a jar.
Oh yeah. Well, no one knows how to make sauerkraut.
Anyway, that's the food.
Leonie.
Oh yeah.
That's the food update. They go out for a lovely drink, and Mike suggests that Heidi moves to the GC, and she's like, yeah.
Have
suppose I could.
one child.
Have one child. One child. They just want one. She's like,
you
should
chuck it in the car. And,
it's good. You can go anywhere.
He's really thought about it.
He has. He's going to be so fucked when he has children. Then I don't know, they get onto the love conversation, and he says something like, I've never said I love you to anyone. She's like, yep. And then he says, but, maybe I will try to fall in love with you. She's not happy with that, and he can't understand that. And then he sort of starts like just...
Can we unpack why that's so fucking useless?
It's so bad.
Crazy.
The worst part for me is that it was never really addressed, the fact that he used the word try.
Yeah.
Because every time they referenced it from there on in, he was like, maybe I'll fall in love with you. And even she said that. But it's the word try.
Try. It's not supposed to be
it's
an
like
effort,
it's supposed to work at it.
Yeah.
But he really thought it was a moment. He thought he was going to get the soaring music and like...
The expression on his face when it doesn't land is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, God, I just did a lovely romance thing. And she's like the old Heidi again, she's going off.
And then he tries to save himself by saying, I know I'll fall in love with you, right? And maybe I am. A little. He couldn't just stop on it. Maybe I am. He couldn't.
Stop and little pause.
Qualified.
And then he was like, actually, it was a real compliment to you for me to say that.
I know, from me. The
one and only.
I went out with a guy once.
Wanker.
I went out with a guy once for far too long who gave me a percentage chance of us getting married.
What was the percentage?
Well, obviously. I mean...
You defied the odds?
I defied the odds, put it that way.
It wasn't Joel, is what you're saying.
Amazing.
The odds were in my favour, but I defied them.
Oh my god, that's so good. I can believe it. What I did love is that Heidi was just like going, "Stop talking," like holding her temples with her eyes shut.
She was trying to like have an impact on the universe. Like unwind time.
But that's like what we do when we're watching the show, right? We're like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
She's doing that, but it's real life.
Yeah.
You know, it's her Truman Show.
It was real. I love Heidi. I think Heidi gets a bad rap. And then Mick, what's his name? Mike. When Mike was like, I don't know if this was like in that scene or when they were talking, rehashing it again. Unfortunately, Heidi is a rehasher, but hey, aren't we all? When he was like, I'm so proud of you. The old you would have been so cranky.
Yeah.
I know. And she just was wanting to, I think that was like the nail in the coffin.
It's done.
But he just reels her back in. He reels her back in every time. Then they go to the dinner party. And he's like, I'm not going to drink tonight. And someone's like, have a wine. He goes, okay. Like he was making this big thing of like, I'm not going to drink because everything's going to be, you know, we're not going to be out of control tonight. And he gets in again on the boys' club. He's telling Billy he's a bloody saint for sticking around. Oh, what's face? Suzy. So he's completely bagging out Suzy. He's like, mate, a lesser man would have run away.
Billy did run away with his butt crack out.
Would have run further away with more of his butt out.
And then, this is the guy whose own relationship is in tatters.
And he's never said I love you.
He's never said I love you.
44.
And
his own dad just ruthlessly owned him multiple times on the show.
How wild was like the disparity between Mike and his parents? Like being like a loved, married for him 900 billion years, like the sweetest people.
Yeah.
Huge nose.
Mike just like...
He's a sociopath. Anyway.
Honest
opinion.
About the nose?
Yeah. And the rest. Okay, so there's their living arrangements, confusion and conflict comes up again, and the experts say, oh, Mike's just going to give up. As if, again, he's got no part in this. Like, oh, she's just been so annoying, he's just going to give up and that's going to be the end of it and it's all her fault. It just blows my mind. Because if someone said that to me, I'd probably just stick around in the relationship like I did. But these days, if someone said that to me, I might try to fall in love with you. I would be...
Shush, Joel.
I would be...
Get out of your ass.
Livid. Livid.
Yeah.
And so Heidi has the right to be.
Yeah, but I do think that this is not, by the way, in defence of Mike. It's just more in critique of Heidi. She does just like get into a frenzy on something, and if it's not resolved or considered resolved to her satisfaction, even if the person isn't capable of articulating a solution to it, she just stays there. And that's the thing that the experts have been trying to get her to work through. And at times she has been successful at. But then the whole problem is that has framed within the relationship as that's Heidi's problem, and that Mike has been praising her for, that, but through the context of it's nicer for me when you're, fixed lately.
Yeah, she does.
Which is just I don't think that's a healthy thing for her to be sort of, just taking all that as solely her problem.
She does perseverate on stuff, but you have to remember back in the honeymoon days where she was telling him her very traumatic life story, and he was like, oh, a bit hot.
Yeah.
Can you just skip to the end? Like he literally was just like, find a conclusion. Yeah. Come on.
To be honest, I was near certain that when they started getting into it about the potentially one day try to fall in love, that he was going to like stretch and run off for a swim. I was like, this is definitely getting too hot for old Mike.
But, so perhaps she's just, I don't know, she's constantly triggered by him, I think, is the reason that she fixates on things so much, because the beginning was so bad. Like, it really was a very bad basis to start from.
And based on the way that he conducts himself, I feel like if you got into a disagreement or you had an issue with someone like Mike, he's just like a brick wall. Like, he'll just be like, oh, yeah, sorry, let's move on. Let's move on.
He's a brick wall and he's a gaslighter. He's a gaslighting brick wall.
He's just not very clever.
He's
not a lot going on in the old brain box, which just makes it hard for him to understand
his
things.
only redeeming feature is his voice. It's still as smooth as silk. And maybe that's the thing. You just can't. Maybe she can't get past the voice.
She does work in radio.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So she has
the new Polly and Grant.
She has an appreciation of his voice that I think many other people wouldn't even pick up on. And me also. That's what I specialised in at university, radio, and here I am.
Is that like a thing, like kind of when you like do that thing where you smell a t-shirt to pick your love?
Yeah, it's pheromones.
like
It's radio
different
voice pheromones.
radio pheromones.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, they're doomed.
They're doomed. They're definitely doomed. She doesn't want to take him home. And he's like, well, he gets all philosophical. Well, maybe we just had 5 good weeks and that was all it was ever meant to be.
Also,
philosophical.
I know I talk a lot about the makeup and eyelashes, but Heidi is radiant.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Like her skin.
Pregnant?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought about it.
She's just glowing. Like, I just really want to know her beauty routine. What makeup is she wearing? It's flawless and it glows. And she's 38.
Well, like,
She looks younger than me.
38's not old.
No,
Is it? It's not.
How does her hair stay up as well?
Well, it's very.
That's amazing.
What do you mean? How does it stay up? It's
Well, it's
very
sort of-
curly.
No, but
The curls just create volume. It's just known fact.
It is.
no, but that's
It's known fact.
that's very voluminous.
Oh, wordsmith.
Where are we? We went to.
Let's get rid of some of the shitters.
Can we get rid of Jules and Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
good on you. Oh, great time. Great time.
Next.
No, quickly, just quickly.
thought it was
When they
weird
visit
how-
the parents, ham, French bread, sundae, tomatoes, grapes and cheese. Carry on.
And also weird how Cam called the bed the workbench. That kind of grossed me out a bit.
And the bow tie. Don't wear a bow tie. You look enough like a jockey already.
And then he was like, this is where the home magic happens or something. Yeah. I just think come up with a better line that, like, I feel like the number of times that people have walked into rooms when they're doing homestays, I made at first sight and said, and this is where the magic happens. It's
Yeah.
grossly disproportionate to how people address bedrooms in real life.
And how much magic we've seen.
This is where the magic happens, just not with you. Okay. Michael and Martha, no, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
She thought he was faking it, but he's actually a nice guy.
Michael, I think Michael's really good at basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Based on just watching the way that he handled the basketball. We didn't see him
With
put him
those
up
children.
a shot.
Really nailed those children.
Yeah, so the crossover he put on there, and they were embarrassing.
Where are we up to? Who else have we got?
There's Nick and Cyrell. And there's
Nick and Cyrell, and then
Jess and Mick.
Jess
We'll
and
end
Mick.
on Jess and Mick, like
Okay,
a real
so
show.
Nick and Cyrell. Can I just say Nick with glasses? Hottie.
Yeah. That's
What
what
a hottie.
Wear glasses all the time.
All the time.
So good.
But he's the hottiest?
No, he's not.
No way.
He's
God,
not a
no.
hottie until he puts
Michael's the
glasses on.
hottiest.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. But I think Nick's like low-key really good looking, and he's got a lovely, lovely heart, which obviously ratchets you way up.
He certainly is good looking with glasses on.
Yeah.
Like it's like I can see how the whole Superman Clark Kent thing can happen after all because he's a different person. You know, and obviously inverse with Superman and Clark Kent, he becomes. But yeah, anyway.
I also enjoy the moustache.
Oh,
The moustache glasses combo. I'm for it. It's actually a disguise, eh?
Guess so.
That was a chair if you heard that on the mic.
they meet with Nick's family. It's kind of fine. She handles herself really well. She's very honest.
Family is lovely.
I mean, they seem like a weird pairing, Nick and Sarah, but they
Just kinda
I
like-
really want it to happen. Like, I really
Yeah,
want them to work
same.
out.
And just Cyrell's monologues, just pure open heart, and just they're so affecting. It's,
Yeah.
it's only because the show, even like the lovely, happy Cam and Jules stuff, only very occasionally actually gets you. But when she was crying on the cliff, that was actually quite something. But Cyrell talking just gets me every time.
Well, I think the thing is you've seen such a change in her as well, and the fact that she's trying. It's not just been. It's for Cam and Jules, it's been easy, but for Nick and Cyrell, it hasn't been easy, and they're still fighting for it. And I think that that was serious.
That feels real human.
It's really serious. I think it's they're the realest
Totally.
in the show. Like Jules and Cam, no.
we gotta
That's
pull-
not what life is like.
We'll pull back. We'll pull back for a moment from the serious stuff and talk about the fact that Nick is still wearing boardies to bed after all this time.
That would chafe on your flaccid
But
penis.
as we've...
It would, because the Velcro is sore.
Isn't there a little pouch?
Nah, not with those Velcro-fronted boardies.
Oh, I thought there was a little netting.
Pouch if there's no Velcro front.
Ah, I see, for an elastic.
Yeah, because
Well-
how are you supposed to get out of the pouch? It's impossible.
Well, I
Double Velcro?
I dipped out of the conversation for just a moment, and I've popped back into the conversation. What pouch? Where's the
Just
pouch?
the penis pouch.
Where's the penis pouch?
In togs. But not in boardies, so I've conflated two things. It's fine.
There's a penis pouch in togs.
In togs, yeah.
Like,
I don't know why I keep doing this.
she's cupping her hand.
I keep
by the
doing
way.
this, but you know what I mean.
Oh, there's a knitting. There's knitting in boardies, isn't there?
There's no, not in boardies.
Really?
There's sometimes like lining within the boardie that's like attached to the outer boardie fabric.
Yeah.
But if they've got the drawstring at the top and the Velcro fly, then they don't have the knitting inside because there's no way out. You know,
but I thought it was
like
just to keep everything sort of in a handy package. No?
Like stubbies usually have like a net.
They have a little pouch as well?
Well, like for swimming stubbies.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the differences between swimmers and boardies. I think boardies you can swim in and swimmers are like exclusively for that. But boardies are also like just cool clothes.
And
that you
nightwear.
wear, and comfy nightwear that has very sharp Velcro.
What is the net for in swimming trunks? Coverage. The netted lining inside swim trunks is designed to cover the crotch area. It is typically made of polyester and the holes in the netting are relatively small. Penis won't drop out. Some swim trunk designs feature a net that is part of a larger garment lining, while others simply have a net in place. I just thought I'd get the final word on it.
That's good, It's journalism.
So we know why Nick's wearing them now.
Oh,
Due
because
to
of
my
your...
investigative journalism and help from my good friend and potentially new boyfriend, Nasser.
Get John Lemon out of here.
Nasser has imprinted on you.
No, it's really scary. He did actually DM me again saying he's like, got a big spoiler for you.
Why would you
So I'm like, I don't want that.
You are Jacob.
You're in the future.
He is Jacob and you're Renesmee.
Oh, no. It's just that... They shoot the wake-ups whenever, they shoot the go-to-beds whenever, so they just chuck them in bed with their clothes. That's basically it. It's a boring answer.
But it's actually good information.
It's good information, but it's kind of bizarre that they wouldn't just take that little extra effort. You know, it's like if you're going to black out the curtains or you're going to make it look like it's night or that it's morning.
You just got to get, probably got like 3 crews and you'll get around 12 couples or something.
Yeah, true. A lot of, and Wayno said it was so you don't lose a nut out the bottom of your shorts. I remember that language very specifically.
Yeah.
Lose a nut.
Yeah, okay.
So that almost implies it's like a production decision, or are they just worried about like self-preservation?
Well, they just didn't do it. The MAFS NZ people who contributed to the story were purely speculating because they were all basically said we slept fully clothed in a different room
on top of the
Such a lovely show.
Yeah, it's just good times for everyone.
I'm on a swim outlet forum where someone, Graham G, 2 years ago said, I'm trying to understand the difference in why some board shorts have the mesh lining and why some don't. So, I mean, maybe, Duncan, you just haven't come across any mesh-lined boardies. It's not to say they don't exist. The ones without the mesh lining, can you use them for swimming? Do you need... I mean, reading between the lines, maybe they're just for bed purposes. Do you need to wear underwear with them if they don't have the mesh lining for sanitary reasons at the beach or swimming pool? Swim Outlet have replied saying, Hi Graham. The mesh lining is offered in a brief style or boxer style. This provides extra support and coverage. Something we haven't discussed. This depends on personal preference, whether you want mesh or no mesh. If you choose to purchase no mesh board shorts, you do not have to wear underwear with them and they can be used for swimming.
Wow.
And then Kate came back and said...
The expert.
No, if you're a guy... God, he's been all about equality. I'd suggest wearing briefs so it doesn't show an unwanted outline.
Classic. Yeah.
All right, cool. Does anyone feel uncomfortable about an unwanted outline? Oh, I forgot to post the post about it. Here we are. Sorry.
What, Jane?
Get the post
It's not too late. It's not too late.
Hit go.
Feels too late.
The chicken's on its way. The chicken's on its way.
Okay.
Okay, anything else about Nick and Cyrell? Bum washing of the dog.
Oh, bum washing with the dog.
That was funny.
I mean, they've waxed bums and now they've washed bums. What's
about
new?
the bums with those too, eh? Good on you.
Honest opinion.
Jess and Mick.
Oh, can of worms.
Oh my God.
Field of sheep.
Table of Broxies.
Couch of bird shit.
Tiny bed.
Tiny bed.
My first...
Filthy house.
My first line in the notes is, who does he live with? Surely that's not the biggest room in the house. Does he live with anyone? Why is
don't
he
think so.
in that room of all the rooms in the house? Like,
Did we know that there are other rooms in the house?
well, but if he's not, just sleep in the lounge. I mean, it's
Probably
like he gives a
sheep
fuck.
in the other room.
That he just says
Animal welfare problems? Those sheep look gaunt.
the idea of trying to make that definitely not king-sized bed in that room in the corner, like trying to get the
just have been
fitted
an
sheet
old-fashioned
around
double.
it. I do feel like he doesn't make the bed. Like he doesn't change the sheets off it. eh?
Ever.
Well, no, she asked him to change the pillowcases because they smell.
Do you know what though? I think it's probably the pillow that smells. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
You get that.
he's not.
Mick's not living right.
Slipper's not going to fix it. I think when you're a farmer, it's just like, what the hell?
I don't think he's a farmer, though. I think he's playing
Yeah,
farms.
it's like, what is a farmer? Like, he lives on a farm. He has like 4 sheep or something and like a couple of goats. But do you have to be in
It's
trading?
a farmlet.
Yeah.
Really?
Are those lambs for eating? Those
I
particular
don't know.
ones we saw?
But then I saw one of them
Yeah,
had
what are
like
they
half
for?
its hair off.
Yeah, but that was like a
Whatever it's
tribute
called.
to
Wool.
Mick's haircut.
It was
It
a
was
neck.
like, dogs that look like their owners.
I know some farmers. I should ask. I mean, the farmers that I know have they
They would.
You have to be profit.
Farmers slamming Nick as a farmer is a great post.
Mick.
yeah.
Nick. That's what I said.
Just go Mick. Mick.
He also has a giant Winnie the Pooh toy.
He does, yeah, and which was a great
What's
reference
going
to
on
your
there?
boardies.
That's right.
You know,
That was Mark.
That was Mark.
Mark with the no pants.
I thought she was very game, given that genuinely, like, I got hardcore Wolf Creek chills because I basically never finished Wolf Creek because it got too scary for me, and now those poor women are trapped there, and I just felt like when we arrived at that location, it's secluded, it's rural, it just has a little bit of a sense of decay about it. What we know of Nick and what he gets up to via Broxy doesn't give me any confidence in how he entertains. I just don't love that whole setup.
Counterpoint. I was like, this is beautiful. The view from the balcony, not the house itself. The conditions leaves things to be desired, but the view, like his kingdom,
Bucolic.
is massive.
But don't you get the feeling, because that was a wide, I think if you zoomed in at any part, there'll be a sort of a decaying tractor or a sheep corpse, or there's just, it felt like the detail would not be right
True.
with the vista.
It's got a lot of land. I'm looking for that.
he doesn't. He doesn't make any fit, does he?
No.
No.
And I can see how for a girl like Jess, how that could get frustrating.
And also, if you're going to be like real slobby dude, I don't think you get to be so judgy of someone else's family, even if they did, by the sound of things, act out a little bit at the reception.
He was okay. So for the most part, Jess has been problematic in this relationship. He was problematic this week, big time problematic.
Correct.
You can't call people, siblings, see you next Tuesdays.
That's
Is
what
that
it
what
was.
he
That's what it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, it
I
was
was
quite.
calling them fuckheads.
No, he
No,
called the
his
brother a
brother's
fuckhead. Sorry.
Dad's a drunk.
So he was
sister's
specifying.
best friend.
The
See you next
sister
Tuesdays.
and the best friend will see you next Tuesday. So dad's drunk, brother's just exactly what Duncan said.
A drunk as well. That's like
Not
you've only
like
got
he,
one
not
data
like
point.
he was drunk,
Yeah.
drunk. Yeah, like defined him.
Yeah.
And look, maybe her dad is an alcoholic. She's discussed it. Maybe but whatever. She might have been. You cannot. There's like the cardinal rule is that I can badmouth my own family, but no one else can. Like that's for every situation in life. Then he apologises to her for the language he used because he's thinking back to Bronson and being like, oh, that's why it's such a big deal.
It's such a tepid
I used
apology.
a bad word, but not the sentiment. And he maintains that that's, how he feels and so she should know the truth.
I don't like Mick.
No, it was real bad. And then when he went to the dinner party and kind of got everyone on side before she arrived.
He turned up literally in jar, like a stained
sort of Henley.
He did that on purpose, basically, to show
Yeah.
how little he cared. Like it was,
Yeah.
it was
And
a
his
very
jandals.
deliberate dig at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
$13 or 2 for 25. That's not even that cheap for the
And now, do you know what?
Jandals.
Do you know what? Can I just say something? Knowing what I know now, I believe Broxy's speech at the wedding. I believe that ought to be true.
Oh, never doubted it
the
for a
wanking
second.
under the sheet.
Yeah, and he was like, it's my 5th time tonight or whatever. I think at the time I thought Broxy was a troublemaker making jokes and being inappropriate, and now I'm like, Broxy was just speaking his truth.
But
How good? Sorry, I'm about to. This is not coming out of my notes. Quite frankly.
Broxy.
Welcome to the real pod.
Wow.
Broxy, yeah. It was nice to see him again.
It's so nice to
It
see
was
him.
lovely to see him again.
I would watch a Broxy and Mick show.
To see Broxy sit there kind of uncomfortable and just like,
Broxy's big, staring, unblinking eyes have seen some shit.
man.
That was an amazing moment when Jess sat down to try and do like the little chat with Broxy, being like, how are things going? And then she just kind of, you saw her just break and look at the producer behind the camera and go, I can't do this.
Yeah, she's like, I can't do this. I can't be fake on camera.
That's like the real shit.
But she waited for the cameras to be rolling before having this conversation.
But that would have been the producers making her, right?
It'd gone from day to night. Yeah, but she acted like she was breaking character in a way. It'd gone from day to night. This stuff had happened earlier in the day. They had plenty of opportunity for her to have him up about it, but she waited until there were cameras rolling. And I believe she did that so she could get him on camera basically being a wanker. Because before it was just, his
background wanking.
Yeah, it was background wanking, as we know he's quite good at. So we're pulling back the sheets and exposing the wanking for what it is. Apologies, another bad pod.
Blue pod.
She says she hates him, and I believe her.
I hate him too.
They return to the apartment and then there's this weird, like basically Jaws type, well, he's looking at her, she's playing with her wedding ring and he's looking at her in the kitchen and the kettle's going and then suddenly it's like the big tension and they were like cut back to the kitchen and she's just gone. She's just not there.
I love when they do a little horror movie.
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
It's really cool.
Also, I don't know what they were trying to build us up to though, like that she was going to be standing there with a knife or what.
To say something to him.
But she'd just gone to the bedroom.
I like seeing Mick pass his time in the apartment reading what looks like a little toilet book.
You can imagine Mick would have a whole library exclusively toilet books.
Just a Blue Day book. It was called Goodbye Cruel World. I zoomed in.
Whoa.
That's mise en scène right there.
Have you Googled it?
I'm just about to.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Good.
One of
a
us
book of memorable epitaphs.
That is toilet.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
That's the kind of book you'll find not at a bookshop. Like at Red Currant or
yeah, true. Good on
wowee.
I think Alex just ordered it on
you. I'm scared. I'm worried.
One click is a problem. You need to disable that.
I'm worried. It's only $10.
Chuck it in the museum, I reckon. No, we want Mick's copy, eh?
Yeah,
So it would need to be extremely double bag it.
Nasser could give us something for the museum.
I could. Oh my god!
Oh no!
Is Nasser listening to the pod now, by the way? Is he living at your house?
Sure. I'm really not sure.
You're going to get the mushroom
speaking of
exterminators
Nasser,
in, and it's going to be
Eugene
Nasser.
Heaps of numbers as well.
Who's what?
How good is Eugene Heaps of Numbers?
I haven't even talked about that. That's real news.
All right.
Get on to that.
Okay. We're nearly there.
Let's talk about dinner.
They go
only one
to
thing.
the dinner party. Everyone's on Mick's side except for Martha. Sees through Martha and Jess are besties, so she's not going to let that slide. So she goes and talks to Jess as soon as she arrives and says, "Look, he's going around saying that he's apologised." Jess tells Martha the terrible, terrible things that Mick said, and Martha's like, "Get in there, girl, stand up, get everyone's attention, tell them the things that he said." And she's like, "No, I'm going to take the high road, and I am going to kiss Dan."
And that's the most aggressive pashing we've seen at a dinner party.
I mean, they were flirty, but he stepped in. He was the one who made the first move.
Yeah.
And she just took it.
But I sort of feel like we might get a bit of touch of the Sam regrets out of the back of it.
From Dan.
Because he came straight away, he came back in and was like, "Yeah, but I don't know, I'm torn because, I came here to fall in love and Tamara's a nice girl." And it's like, oh, here we go.
Oh, my God.
We're back there again.
But he's also
to
maybe
leave.
trying to convince... No, but he knows the producers have seen him pashing up Jess. Just doing that thing where, he's just told her, "I think you should stay and I'm going to stay so we can still hang out. How about this? What about you both leave and you can still hang out?"
No, because then we can't see it.
I know. I mean, it's terrible for us if they
I don't
leave.
want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jess doesn't get to be on the telly anymore.
Which she needs for her influencer.
I think they have a nice chat and be a good couple.
I kind of thought that too.
They do have good chat.
I was like, this is a connection.
I know.
When they were chatting at the dinner table, that I feel like we haven't seen.
You're just
It's so
saying
rare,
exactly what
and
the
it's
experts
yeah.
said, and it's true, and it's truth, and they have a sexual chemistry clearly, and take both of those people out of the dating scene is totally fine.
Also, He's got a great Ponsky scheme, allegedly. And she seems to have some
influencer.
underworld connections.
And she's an influencer.
And she's an influencer. It's a great,
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
the
Perfect.
family that...
Multi-level marketing. Go for it. Dan did ask her if she was into anyone else. He knew about the Nick
Yeah,
thing.
he's totally been told. And she was like, I am comfortable lying to you.
Yeah. And he's like, you're my kind of lady.
Yeah, that's what I need. A natural, just effortless liar to help me commit
Have
my
you heard of
Ponsky.
Pomsky?
Pomsky.
Like, sell your Pomsky
Imagine
now.
having a Pomsky scheme.
Amazing.
It's a
We've
dog
got to do
breeding.
it. That's how the real pod goes down.
Or it makes its millions.
Yeah, true.
And
the
that,
same.
so we wait with bated breath. Don't wait with bated breath. We'll be dead by Sunday. But we wait to see what will happen the next ceremony. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. Do you
haven't watched
want to
it yet
hazard any
either.
guesses at what's going to happen at the ceremony?
I hope Jess and things stay.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
want to
it'll be best
see
for them
true
to
love
leave.
on screen.
Well, hang on. What about Mick and Tamara? Could that be a good? Could they just straight
Full
swap?
swap.
Straight swap.
No, I don't think Tamara would go for...
Mick is tainted meat.
Yeah, he really is. He's like one of his sheep rotten in the yard. The servo jandals.
Okay. All right. Shall we go on to the next thing?
Tamara and Bronsky.
Bronsky.
Bronsky?
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
It's not crazy.
That's
I just
not
want to see
crazy at all.
more
I
of
was
Broxy.
still into
It fucks me up.
Broxy. I thought you were talking about Bronson.
I actually also think Mel
Brodsky is such a
and
good
Bronson. Because she wants to just be thrown down on a bed. And if anyone can throw someone down
my
on a bed, it's
God.
Bronson.
I was like into Lizzie and Bronson for a while in my fantasy.
Your fan
draft.
fiction. Fanfic
Also,
comic.
Clementine
redraft.
Ford was hanging out with
What?
Lizzie on Instagram the other day.
What?
Yeah, they had lunch together.
What?
Amazing, yeah. Legends.
Do you have some?
Oh, yeah.
You
Where
said
do I even start?
Before you were like, I got that's really... Oh, Nasser.
The saga.
Nasser.
You're betrothed.
So after our conversation live on air last week,
Leak the DMs.
I did actually kind of like, I crafted it a bit because I had replied to him saying like, the call dropped out. Thanks so much for chatting. We love you at the Real Pod. And then he said, I know. When can we do it again? I love you.
It was really well framed.
Yeah, it was. And it was, that's reality TV editing.
It
right there.
is. It is. And then I followed him. I'd actually been DMing. You can just DM Nasser if you don't even follow him, turns out. So I actually followed him. He followed me back and he DM'd again saying, now you can check out my stuff.
Whoa.
What is the stuff?
He also...
It's underwear material.
I tagged him in it's like a Real Pod story or something
Was he into
on
it?
Instagram. Oh, yeah, he just came back, kiss, kiss.
I love it. But then what happened is he started like, he was showing up in some old, liking some old Instagrams of mine, and then he commented on a picture of me and my partner Joe at Christmas and just said, looks like John Lemon. And then a lemon emoji.
Can you get that printed out?
A lemon emoji.
Oh, no, wait, maybe that's not right.
That's the emoji.
Sorry, someone else put a lemon emoji. It's too much.
She's blushing.
It's too much.
I feel like you're into it.
That's a great t-shirt.
No, it's like the funniest thing anyone has ever said, I think, ever.
It's really
Looks
good.
like John Lemon.
He does, though.
He can't have done a lemon emoji.
Is it confusing John Lennon and Jack Lemon?
Looks like John Lemon. Uppercase John, lowercase Lemon. Absolutely perfect. So thank you, Nasser, for that. It's the start of a beautiful, scary friendship.
Where does Nasser live?
I don't know.
He's problematic. He's a problematic man, though, on Instagram. Have you seen this?
Yeah, he's posted some bad things.
He's posted some bad things.
What's he done?
Oh, there's a really bad... Someone's done one of these. There are some really funny lip syncs of MAFS on the internet, you know, where people like do...
I don't like them.
I love them. I think they're funny. But there's one that's really badly racist that he's put up on his page.
Oh, Nasser.
And it's like a
Stay in
bootleg
your
one.
lane.
It's not one of the like the funny comedy channel ones. It's like some dick.
Oh, but so
in their
Nasser
home
didn't
studio.
do it.
No, he didn't
No,
do it,
he
but he
just
posted
regrammed it.
He regrammed it, and then was like before anyone even commented, he was like lighting up people, and then just went in and just like went to town on anyone who was like called him out for it. He went to town on them in the comments.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Nasser's cancelled. That was a lovely run. Lovely run.
It was a lovely run.
John
I mean,
Lennon,
I think
RIP.
I feel like we actually cancelled him
Last week?
Well, when we watched the show.
Did we?
Because he did a massive turn on
He wasn't a great boyfriend.
Yeah.
This lady, Gabby.
Gabby, yeah.
But you know what? Mick and Nasser should live together because that house will be spick and span.
True.
Who? Mick. Yeah.
So that's Nasser.
Any other
And now
news?
what about-
I don't know if the cornies enjoyed that, but we have a line to Nasser basically whenever we want.
Wait, anyone-
Also, when I came out
But
of the
also, doesn't
podcast-
anyone?
Yeah, true. And I told the office, everyone thought I meant the space station.
I'm just going to be
So we just called NASA live on the podcast. And they're like, what?
I'm going to be an astronaut.
Not that one.
Okay, I have some. This just in. I have some
Yes.
submissions for who's
my God.
who's who of the Real Pod corner
so
of the Real
tense.
Pod. Sorry, in terms of MAFS AU. So. The first one says, there's not many because I obviously just posted about 2 minutes ago,
That's
but the first
real.
one said, Alex is Mel.
Oh, that's good.
No, how does your laugh go?
Duncan is Mick. And Jane is Tamara.
Oh, you guys got good ones.
I feel like, but Tamara's quite boring.
Well, Mick's like
she's beautiful,
a
so is she?
murderer.
He says chickens, though, which
Furiously,
I like.
Does say chicken.
furiously wanking murderer.
Okay, here's another submission. Duncan is Mel, thanks to the entertaining commentary and identifiable laugh. Alex is Mick with the quirky one-liner.
I got Mick.
So quirky.
I'm Michael. Again, boring, but very attractive.
So beautiful.
Cool and calm around the drama.
Okay, I'm taking Mel.
Someone else has
No,
just
that's not the real one.
someone else has just said they've only given you someone, Duncan. Just you. Do you want to have a guess at who it might be?
What, Bronson?
It's Billy.
Billy, fuck.
It's truth. It's truth. When did you last go surfing? Exactly. Say no more.
He's running away.
And finally, the last submission. This is from Lisa. Alex, you are Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Cleo Bachelor of the Year.
I'm Jules. So
Okay.
hello.
It was Cam. I thought that was Mark was Cleo Bachelor.
No,
yeah.
Cam was. Well, they might have both been. Cam was definitely.
Cam.
Well, he was a nominee.
It was Mark.
No, but they both. Trust me. It's in the Women's Day.
Oh, okay. Duncan, you're Mel. So, I mean, I think that's the
That's
final
two votes
word.
for Mel. That's great.
Two Mels.
Oh, I feel good. I feel great.
I'm just boring pretty people.
Nothing wrong with that.
Take it. It's a
Yeah.
lot better than being Mick.
Is there any explanation as to why I'm Cam?
No, just Alex equals Cam. Jane
Probably the
equals
bow
Jules,
tie version as
and
well.
Duncan.
Definitely.
Duncan is Mel. All right. Well,
Oh, that was fun. Can I talk really quick about?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me?
Yeah, Jane.
Quick about my weekend being owned by JoJo Siwa fans all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah, you went international.
So I wrote a very subtle piece.
It was like it was a
nothing.
piece inside a piece. It was like a paragraph inside a piece about stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no. That was something I did previous. I did a piece, like an introductory piece. If you don't know who JoJo Siwa is, here's who she is. And I broke down just like her basic sort of calling cards, people who might not know her online, including, that she has shit tons of merch, like an insane amount of merch, something that she always talks about, that she makes music, she started on Dance Moms, blah, blah, blah. Just because I've been watching her vlogs a lot, which is kind of weird, but I'm like an old person now and I want to know what's going on.
I thought it was in response to your what's coming up on.
Oh, no, it was this.
Right.
It was this.
Okay, I'm going to quit. You go.
So then I started getting some mentions, and then I realised that she had tweeted it, taking great offence to it, saying that she normally likes people in the press because they're really nice, but whoever wrote this is not. And then I had all that was why I had all these people in my mentions. I couldn't figure it out.
That guy was raging at you so hard.
And then I got this
Eugene.
angry guy called Eugene 1189911, etc.
It just sounds like a bot name. It's just such a bizarre name, but he's
so
not a
real,
bot.
'cause
He's the
wonderful
realest.
writer.
And he wrote a beat poem My name is Alex Casey. On the camera, I speak too fast, and the people not understand me. My car is ugly and bored. Me so much. The house is too small for me. I dying every day. My hair, the hairline killing me. And this is the most real part. And I have no money for a good story. And then followed it up.
But is any of that not true?
So what I like about that is it's a product of a lot of research. Like, he's obviously read your personal material where you've written about mushrooms in your house and your car.
Sure. Or he's taken like little bits, because like in the story I wrote about her, I said like one of her calling cards is that she speaks really fast on camera. She has an ugly car. I said that. I didn't say anything about the house being too small. I did write about her hairline, because the internet's obsessed with her hairline because she wears a very tight side pony.
She does. Yeah,
people have been monitoring her hairline over the years. So he's like done a bot number on me, but he's like a real person. And I know he's a real person because he followed it up with drawing an elephant ears and nose on top of my own avatar, saying, "Hi, that's me again, Alex Casey. OMG, I have a really long nose and very long ears. I look like an elephant at the Spin-Off TV. My work for the Spin TV report is so much shit. Nickelodeon is awesome."
Yeah, I mean, I like the shout out to
It's amazing.
All-time great.
It's
shout
so
out to
good.
Big Nick at the end. But also that avatar elephant is a bit pig-like as well.
Can you make
It is a bit
can you make
pig-like.
that your new avatar?
Yeah, I should. It's just amazing to like draw the elephant things on me and then own me for looking like an elephant.
I just think that
it's not my fault.
I think you should
I
feel.
thought that was incredibly subtle Photoshop. What's different about this?
I think you should just feel honoured that she tweeted your story.
Oh, it did amazing for traffic.
Hey, isn't it?
Huh? She? Oh no, Jojo Siwa tweeting it out.
Oh, not Eugene.
I was like, shit, have I like cyberbullied a 15-year-old? But then I reread it and I was like, it's that classic knee-jerk thing of like YouTubers and influencers who aren't used to being written about anywhere.
Yeah.
Just instantly being like, shit,
And
this
beloved
is
by
bad.
their own fan base.
Totally.
There was. I mean, I went after that whole thing happened, and you were sending us screenshots. I went back into his. Into his Twitter. I didn't have to go very far, like not even half a page scrolling down. And he sent Jojo a message saying, "Good morning, my queen, sweetheart Jojo," emoji. "Yesterday was the Cinderella Ballet Show, amazing and magic. I love you so, so much." 1,000 emojis. And I kind of like, it's a bit gross.
What age bracket is Eugene?
He appears to look older
adult human.
Yeah.
She's 15.
She's 15.
Just a bit yuck.
So he's sort of a...
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave
it there. I mean,
You can only imagine what I just mouthed.
whoa. Okay.
no one could ever prove it.
You know what we haven't done for a while? And I said when we started doing this MAFS coverage, we were never going to not do this, but we did not do this.
Oh, yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Max Key Corner. I know, I'll never forget you.
Subscribe.
Sorry, Max, we did forget you. Sounds about that.
It's been a while since that tunage.
And he's been doing things on the internet, which have been kind of, interesting-ish.
Has he?
For the first time ever. Well, he posted on his Instagram a photo of himself in a pool, but then when you slide along to the next photo, there's a photo of John Key taking the photo of Max in the pool, and it's it's really funny.
Aww.
That, whenever we're always saying, who's taking photos?
Yeah.
Who's taking that? It's John. It's the former Prime Minister of New
doing
Zealand.
now?
Taking photos.
Is that all he does?
He's in the chair of ANZ.
Right.
It's quite a lot of stuff to do in terms of taking the photos, Yeah, so there you go. But he's also been fat shamed on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. So this is a comment. So I noticed he's definitely beefed out in comparison to his display pic. He needs to get on a diet and get shredded again.
But
not a
isn't he
fan of
just,
the
like,
smoked
quite
out tubby look.
bulky
Yeah,
now?
that's what. So that's his whole thing. That's his whole thing. Is that
like a
hey, I've
muscle man.
put on 18 kg since I started going to the gym, and yada yada yada. So poor Max. Anyway, look, here's the photo of.
Hey, that's not 18 kgs.
I don't know. There's Max, and there's.
That's really
it's
funny.
So good.
Yeah.
John's just like a hippo. He's like Wild Things. Do you remember that movie? The movie poster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yes.
creeping out of
Great
the water.
movie.
Out of the movie.
Kevin's bacon, that one, eh?
Kevin's bacon. Sure. I can't remember.
I'll never forget.
Then it's Max. That's what Max has been up to. He's being fat shamed for being a beefcake, and his dad's taking photos of him in a pool.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
Google's been very, very
amazing.
helpful
What a tool.
This
Aren't we
particular
lucky?
episode. Does anyone want me to Google anything else?
I don't know.
We've just
I'm going to a conference
Just one
tomorrow,
last-
and there's someone from Bing going to be there, so that's...
one last late entry from Matilda. Jane is Loz. Alex is Mel. And Mick. And Duncan is Bronson. And we will leave it
Finally,
there.
the truth comes out. I'm going to go get my eyebrow pierced. See you all later.
Bye.
Bye. The Nando's coming in 5 minutes. Woohoo!
Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spinoff. You can help us keep all of The Spinoff's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Kia ora, this is Toby Manhire, here to urge you to tune in to Gone by Lunchtime, a podcast with me, Annabelle Lee Mather and Ben Thomas, tackling the world of New Zealand politics, from policy to polling, from scandal to psychodrama. Listen to Gone by Lunchtime, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network, wherever good pods are sold.
The Spin-Off Podcast Network.